Hi, I'm Tess from the Arty Crafty place, and I'm going to show you a couple of ideas for your spring block printing. So I want to show you some block printing onto stationery, and we've got lots of lovely botanical designs that are really gorgeous for printing spring themed cards. So I'm going to show you a couple of tips and a couple of design ideas that you can use yourself at home. So one thing that I really like to give as a present is a set of note cards. Now, a customer did this a couple of years ago for presents for Christmas, and I just thought it was such a lovely idea, and I started doing it, and now it's become a very familiar present for me to give. So what I like to do is print a set of kind of 3 to 5 cards in different designs. I might write on them if I want to, so maybe Happy Easter or Happy Birthday. And then I love to wrap them up and give them as a present. So I want to show you how I print some of these designs. The first one I want to show you is our lovely botanical wreath. So for this, I'm going to be using a 15 by 15 centimetre white square card. And this is the perfect size for the large wreath. Anything smaller would make it feel quite crowded. So don't forget, you always want to print your card open so you don't have a double hard surface if it's folded over. So I'm going to put green on my lovely wreath. I'm going to tap this all over. Now I'm using an acrylic paint because I'm just printing stationery items. I've got my acrylic paints out, and I do find these work a little bit better than the fabric paints if you have them. We've got some really lovely nice spring colours that you can use. So this is one of the light greens I'm using for the wreath. So I'm going to print this in the centre of the card, and I'm going to use 2 hands as it's quite a big block, and give it a nice wiggle. So side to side, up and down, making sure you're getting all the edges. And one of my tips with card printing is once you think you've wiggled it enough, wiggle it a bit more so it gets good pressure, and then up. So there we go, my beautiful wreath card. And then what you want to do is you want to use your little flower blocks to add detail to your wreath. And this is going to build up your botanical wreath pattern. So I've got a few different colours. I've got a nice yellow, pink, blue and purple. And I'm just going to add one by one my blocks to my card. And you can use the gaps in the leaves to place your blocks so they don't look crowded and you can still see the designs really well. And you can see how pretty this looks. Just by adding a few of the little flowers in different colours, you can create this beautiful botanical wreath. And there we have it. So you've got this lovely botanical card that makes a really nice Easter or spring card to give to somebody. And next up, I want to show you our 2-colour prints. So I'm going to use my rectangle cards for this, and I'm going to do these in the middle of the cards. And that's just going to be really lovely to make a set of note cards to give to somebody. So I'm going to create the crease and then open it back up. And I'm going to do this colour in green and purple. So I'm using my green on the bottom, and then I'm going to use my sponge dabber to apply the purple to the top of the flower. Just nicely tapping the paint on, getting a nice coverage of paint whilst being really precise with where I'm putting it. And then turn my block upside down and just give this a nice wiggle. And you can so easily add much more detail to your blocks by using 2 or 3 colours on the same design. Really adds to the effect. So that's the beautiful botanical floral. And then let's do a nice flower. So I'm just going to tap the stems with the green. And then let's do nice bright yellow petals. A lovely bright daisy. You know, and if you received a pack of hand printed cards, I bet you'd be over the moon. So it's a really lovely gift to give somebody that they'll then be able to use themselves. So again, middle of the card, give it a nice wiggle, side to side, up and down, getting all the edges, and then up. So there we have it. So I've shown you there how to print 3 very quick and easy, beautiful spring botanical cards that will be lovely to make and give this year. I hope that's inspired you to have a go at printing some of your own. Thanks very much.